This is Tony at Cover, and welcome to our Mindshift podcast series. This is episode 2 of my discussion with Momentum Financial Planning, and in this particular episode I'm interviewing Aldert Brink, the CEO of Momentum Financial Planning, discussing with him the future of financial planning in South Africa, what are the trends and how is it changing according to client needs, and the financial planning environment. Hi, this is Tony at Cover. I'm speaking to Aldert Brink. Aldert Brink, the CEO of Momentum Financial Planning. Aldert, thank you so much for talking to me today.
Hello, Tony, and thanks for the opportunity.
Great stuff. It's the first time that I get the opportunity to interview you, and obviously financial planning is close to my heart. I've been in this industry for a long time, and it's great to see what Momentum is doing and how Momentum has evolved this whole financial planning and advice and the professional aspects of it. Maybe we can start off with just positioning a little bit. How do you see professional financial advice in the context of Momentum Financial Planning?
Tony, I think it's for me, financial planning is addressing all the client's needs, done by an individual that can connect with clients. We all commit to plans, and even in exercising, you decide you want to do the following, and but then you sometimes need a personal trainer or somebody that keeps you accountable, that phones you up 5 o'clock in the morning and says, I'm waiting outside the gym, where are you? And I think financial advice also is the professionalism part of that is having a accountability partner that keeps you to the plan. It's easy to make the plan, but then to stick to it, to say is that you've made the following financial commitments, let me help you to get through thick and thin, and let's stick to the plan, so that when life happens, when retirement comes or any adverse happening in between, there is a plan in place and you've got someone that takes you through that journey.
So it's not just about the technical knowledge. There's like a relationship, something that comes with that.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And I think I've had some experiences in my own life where I could see how life or how financial planning plays out. And maybe I can share a story or two. I've shared this also with our wider business community. Is quite a few years ago, a friend of mine who was my training partner, we were training for some ultra events, and we had a cycling arrangement on a Saturday morning. That particular morning I didn't make it, and 2 hours into the morning I had a phone call and with the tragic news that he passed away in a cycling accident, and his wife was pregnant with expecting the first daughter. But seeing how financial planning played out in that scenario is where I really started believing in what we do. Having life cover in place, having a will in place, that when life happens and it's the toughest time of life, having someone next to you to transition you through that, and taking some of the worries away, taking some of the uncertainties away while you deal with the trauma and all the pain that is as when life happens. So there's so many of these scenarios and stories where financial planning comes in. And the professionalism of our industry is having somebody who's got the capability and ability to take you through those tough times and prepare you for that without you expecting them to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I had a personal experience similar to that, but where my father passed away at a very young age for him. But his financial planning was sorted out, and as kids we never had to worry about my mom's financial position for the rest of her life. She didn't have to work, and it all worked out simply because there was a financial plan. Luckily he was a left brain accounting person, and he had made sure all the numbers add up. But just on that, it takes a lot for somebody to be a professional financial advisor, and to be able to do professional financial planning. How do you equip them? How do you make a facility for them to be able to do that?
No, Tony, that's true. I mean, there's lots of facets around being a successful financial planner. I think it's almost the first starting step is that you've got to have knowledge first of all, and second of all skills. From a knowledge perspective, we've invested over the last few years in building up our own Institute of Financial Planning within Momentum, where each and every financial planner that either joins us or who are currently a financial planner in our business can have access to, and that's to access to the institute, where we provide them with ongoing knowledge and upskilling, but skills as well. So it's one thing to understand the product, but it's also and understand how it benefits clients. But the second one is also how to apply that in conversations and how to do the proper planning and understand client needs and have those conversations, to have client-centric conversations. So that's the one area. Second to that is it's almost that I think we can say we've got a GP model where we can allow a financial advisor who enters the market to be a general practitioner, but then have specialists that surrounds him to ensure that if he needs to have a specialist on fiduciary or a specialist on wealth management or a specialist on risk planning, then there is a community built around you that you have access to ensure that you don't have to know everything, but you can have access to specialist support.
I mean, that's always been a big difficulty, because you get a lot of financial advisors that wants to do everything themselves, but it's become so highly specialized. And the need for that relationship to be strong and to work on the client relationship is huge, so that you don't really have time for that part of the work to be able to be a specialist in every single area. So do you have in-house specialists that they have access to?
Yes, so and again, it's on two levels. The one being is we have certain financial advisors that specializes in health or in short term, which partner with advisors or financial advisors that feel that that's an area that they don't want to pursue, purely because that is also so specialized. You've got to have not just the knowledge, for instance, on a health practice, but also set up your business and your practice to be able to deal with clients, and there you need scale. So that's the one area is where you can partner with specialists within the business. And secondly is, yes, we do have access to all the resources, as I mentioned above. We've got wealth management capabilities, we've got fiduciary specialists, we've got life and risk specialists. So we surround our advisors with those individuals, so they've got access to them. Plus we also further add advice managers, where your advice manager is someone that partners with you to ensure that the advice that you give is to keep you compliant, and assist you in how to analyze clients' practices or clients' needs. So that's also part of the offering, to ensure that an advisor has got all the know-how around him to be able to be what he wants to be, and that is an excellent financial partner with his clients.
And as Momentum Financial Planning, do you have any input in the type of products that your advisors use, that they provide to their clients, etc.? Do you look into what they provide? Do you have input, even though it might be in-house?
Yes, so we've got a good relationship with all our product providers within the business, and it becomes a co-ownership in developing new products. So for them, it is equally important to understand what client needs would be, and we have got being close to the clients and understanding their needs. It is a feedback mechanism. To go back to our product houses to say, assist us with the following. We see a gap in the market, and this is something that the clients are interested in. So it's a two-way street, or alternatively, sometimes that when there is ideas, we first test and pilot it before we take it out, to ensure that it never becomes a product push, but that our solutions are client-centric and addresses the needs that is out there. And that's an evolving need. It's not something that is static.
And obviously Momentum Financial Planning has plans to grow the business that you do, the numbers that you have in the business, etc. And you attract people that want to join Momentum Financial Planning, etc. When they join you, what are the usual reasons why they looking to join Momentum Financial Planning? Is it because they've got certain challenges in the market that they are looking for? Anything specific?
Tony, there's three categories that of advisors that or individuals that joins us. The first one is new to industry. So those are normally graduates that is fresh out of varsity, and it's a tough journey for them to start there without a client base. It is quite tough. So that is one track that we've got available. Where over almost a period of 2 years, we will partner them with current advisors, but we'll also partner them with a development manager and a learning and development counsellor and a phase supervisor to really take them through the journey and set them up for success. So that's the one group that we attract. The second one is career changers. So that's somebody that has been working for quite some time or a few years and says that I'm interested in becoming a financial planner. We've got a separate value proposition for them because they normally look differently. It's an easier route, and we find that that's mostly the successful advisors is someone that has experienced a little bit of life, has got a client base or influence sphere that they could enter, but we also have a journey for them. And those are individuals that just get excited about the industry. The third group is, we call them new to Momentum, and those are advisors that either is in the IFA, the independent space, or from competitors that decide to join Momentum because of our value proposition. And then so those are the three categories that we of new advisors joining us. And for all of them, we treat them differently in terms of how do we set them up for success in our business.
Yes, yeah, and you obviously measure them differently when you take them on.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. And I mean, I like the first one because we need to increase the pool of people that we have available in the industry, that they don't just move between companies and so on. What do you do to attract those?
So we've got quite a strong recruitment drive on different platforms, and we advertise. We also have got talent acquisition specialists that physically goes out and look for individuals to have discussions. It's an active recruitment process to find talent out there. But yes, there is quite a big demand. I think it's the most difficult bit is not finding the talent, but to ensure that they are set up for success.
Yeah.
It is a tough industry,
Yes.
initially.
Yeah, and I mean that's exactly what Momentum Financial Planning then provides, is an environment where your chances of success is so much greater.
Yes.
Yeah, brilliant. Aldert, thank you so much. It was great chatting to you, and I look forward to seeing how Momentum Financial Planning grows.
Thank you, Tony. I appreciate the opportunity.
Great, thank you.